Looking back at Preliminary Task, I think I've moved on a lot, and we've moved on a lot as a group in our progression into building this project. And I've learned a lot about how to produce a product, and how to edit, and a lot of things. One of the first things we spoke about in the preliminary evaluation task was that we really wanted to keep a steady shot, and one of the things that we had to do was use a tripod wherever necessary, and I think we did do that, and that's one that it was very vital that we used that to keep a steady shot, and as we didn't feel before we started that it was that important, but now we know that it is very important. We also looked at the quality of our shooting material and was it appropriate to the task set, and we feel that most of what we did was right and appropriate. We did have a lot of bad things which were laughing and wasting time, and this did come into the shooting material and did take up space, take up memory, and this was one of the bad things that we didn't learn from our preliminary task. And I think that we lost a lot when by doing this, because sometimes in the room we chose we would have had the right lighting because it was sunny outside, and it made the quality of our film better, but then we couldn't use the footage because we didn't finish the filming and the lighting had changed by the time it got to evening. Two things we really struggled with was location and editing. Locations were real hard to find and were never permanent fixtures, as we couldn't get the real specific place we wanted at fixed dates, and no one could give us assurities that the room would be open when we wanted it, when we wanted to use it. Um, we also found editing pretty difficult and hard to get to grips with, as the software we found we didn't use a lot and we're not familiar with, and it wasn't really reliable, and you could see this in our film as the sound keeps mixed up in the beginning as it goes through to other scenes. Saying that, I think it was a really good thing that we did do editing, because even though it was hard to get to grips with, at the end I think we just about got it. And even though we had a little bit of problem with our sound, um, we felt that we learned a lot about editing, and it's one of the things that gets unnoticed when you watch a movie. And I think it's really important that we learn this lesson. In terms of us working as a group, organisation and meeting targets, I think we were really good as we met nearly all of our targets. We worked well as a group, keep bouncing ideas off each other, and the group dynamics were really good. Everyone stuck to their jobs. Everyone helped each other out when they needed some help, and I think that was really good. We did, in one of our strategies was as a group to come up with a really concise script. I think we did do that, even though we worked together in doing it. Overall, I don't think our film was up to the standard which it should have been. I do feel kind of hard done by the editing software, as it was something not really under our control, and it did impact on the film hugely. We also did have a bit of a problem with the camera, as it did pick up a buzzing sound every time we wanted to shoot something, and it did come on the microphone, and it did make it gave the shots a really weird edge to it, which was not good. And yeah, but we do feel that in the film we do have moments, really good shots, and things that we can really build on. Um, but yeah, even though it wasn't up to scratch, we feel that we had some good moments in there.